Party and the liberal media have figured it out that this is a direct result of Trump removing himself from the Paris Climate Accord. Obviously, as soon as Trump removed us from that, the temperatures went up 20 degrees. But actually, Mike, I've got the exclusive. That's not even accurate. I know that's going to blow your mind that Trump removing us from the Paris Climate Accord didn't cause temperatures to soar in Paris, but I know what did, Mike. President Trump actually has a heat ray, and he's beaming it down on Paris right now. And so now Brian Stelter and Rachel Maddow and the rest of them, you guys can have this exclusive. Trump is literally beaming a heat ray down on Paris right now. And so that's why the record temperature. So this is totally Trump's fault. He's using his heat ray right now. And he got it from the Russians, by the way. It's Russian technology.
No, you're exactly right. I think you've nailed it. And he used the same heat ray to scramble Robert Mueller's brains. So Robert Mueller has been fried with the global warming beam, and that's why he's got no brains
heat ray
whatsoever. Yeah, exactly. No, look, the mass hallucination over climate change is pervasive, but it's really a sign of the insanity of the left, where, you know, a generation ago, everybody would have said, oh, it's summer. Things get hot. You can go back to photographs in the 1960s or the 50s of people playing in the fire hydrant water in New York City in the summer. Guess what? Summers are hot. Guess what? The Earth tilts on its axis, which means northern regions are exposed to more sunlight radiation during the summer months as the Earth is orbiting around the sun with a tilt relative to its orbital plane. But again, you can't explain physics to liberals because to them it's all pure emotion. Hey, maybe they've all had their brains scrambled with the heat beam. Maybe it's already happened, Owen.
Well, look, I don't know. I mean, it's really scrambled by the media. The media is the heat beam scrambling their brains, where they fall for this whole Mueller thing. And if you just look at the left commentary,
I got a guitar amp, I just don't use it.
More proof there's Russian collusion. There's still no evidence. Like, I've never seen this, where you claim you know something, and there's just nothing. There's no evidence. There's zero.
Well, and plus the Robert Mueller logic is so twisted. So I have a bombshell for you here, Owen. After a long, extended investigation, we have not found any proof that Robert Mueller is not a child-raping pedophile. So that's Robert Mueller logic for you. You can.
Yeah, no, that's right. We can't exonerate Robert Mueller from being a child sex trafficker. We can't exonerate him from that.
That's right.
We don't have any evidence to prove it, but that doesn't mean we can't exonerate him.
Exactly. That's his logic. Of course, we're saying this in satire. We're mocking his fried brains or scrambled brains.
My cat loves the treats. I tell you what, cat loves the treats.
Meme, the scrambled brains for breakfast of Robert Mueller. A little cannibalism humor there for you. But the guy is totally insane, and his logic is so twisted. But as we know, the only person in Washington, D.C. who did not read the Mueller report was Robert Mueller.
This is what
Kitty likes. And he obviously didn't write it. It was obviously created by Rosenstein, right? Or Rosenstein, however you pronounce it. That's the mastermind behind all of this.
It's pronounced rat, actually. It's pronounced rat.
Thank you. Thanks for that, Grace. It's pronounced vermin. I think treasonous vermin.
Well, yeah, and actually, people believe it was actually written by Andrew Weissman, but it was clear that Mueller didn't write it because, and they say, oh, he didn't memorize the report. No, it wasn't that. He didn't even have the instincts to know what was in the report. He didn't have the instinctual responses.
Now, think about it. If you're about to testify before Congress and the world is on your shoulders, you're supposed to make Trump look guilty. You're supposed to underscore the call for impeachment. Wouldn't you have studied the report that has your name on it? I mean, if Robert Mueller was a college student, he would have failed the class. He would have been kicked out of the school for failing to do any homework whatsoever. And they say this guy is a hero? Look, I salute our veterans. I salute people who served in our military.
He's like,
I do not salute somebody who served in our military and then, like Robert Mueller, to betray the country, is a traitor to America. That you don't get a free pass just because you served and then you later betrayed America. I salute everybody who serves America and then defends America. I want to be clear about that. And by the way, John McCain is in the same treason boat, as far as I'm concerned, as Robert Mueller. So there you go.
Well, you'd think that this embarrassment of a testimony would end the Russian collusion narrative, but it's only breathed more fire into it somehow, amazingly. This is the reverse opposite of the real world that we live in now with the Democrat, liberal, progressives. Let's take a call on this, and let's go to Brian in Iowa on the Mueller report. Go ahead, Brian.
Guy was asked about some spilled Gatorade up by the TV. No one knows anything, doesn't know anything, and then all of a sudden he didn't read his own report. I mean, come on, seriously, who buys this stuff?
Yeah, he can't hear, he can't think, he doesn't know what's in the report. I mean, it's an embarrassment.
It's exactly what my kids do when I say, why is there Gatorade all over the TV?
Look at this cat. He's got his.
Yeah, nobody was there. I don't know anything. What TV?
He's got his box. He's
Exactly.
happy.
They have no idea.
He's got his box.
Somebody else broke in the house and then spilled the Gatorade and then left.
It was the cat. It was the dog. We don't have a cat or dog.
Exactly.
I got to go to work for a couple of
My point
weeks.
is that
Well, I mean, I work already.
we're
It's a
buying this
second
stuff
job.
Because
Here, where's my
I'm
phone?
not on any side of the.
Let me make it
political aisle,
real easy
and
for
I'm
you.
not buying it.
Well, and that's my biggest. That's kind of my biggest question, Brian. And I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I'm sitting here saying, if you're just a consumer of news, not even politicized, just neutral, watching this, I mean, again, I'm not a Republican. I just look at. I mean, I can just decipher what's real, what's not, who's a fraud, who's a phony, who's not, who's got evidence, who doesn't. I mean, so you're saying just as a neutral viewer, it's obvious how phony Mueller and the Democrats are.
They all use the same.
I'm going to
exact
build
language,
this
like
stage.
they're
That's what I do every year.
Okay, read from this, line from line.
I'm going to go build that stage right there. I'm a roadie, sound engineer, lighting engineer.
Or whatever.
So we're going to go build that up. I do it every year.
Yeah, that seems to be the lowest form of an argument that they engage in. But I would imagine the average American that saw this is embarrassed.
Bobby, getting a triple
that
check,
this is what
Yash.
the country has gotten
Triple
to,
check, my bro.
And then B, curious, why
check,
do we have
'cause I'm gonna
a group
get-
of people going with a false narrative that they know is fake?
I'm gonna get 600, yo. I'm gonna get 600 from my job, and then I'm gonna get my regular paycheck as well. So I'll have both paychecks, and then
one more call from Nolan.
I also
Nolan,
get
before
the
break. Go ahead, Nolan.
PCA paycheck from my mom. So I'll be getting 3 paychecks, even though one of them is only like $75. But still.
BioSludged. Anybody who hasn't seen it should go check that out. My biggest question from the Mueller report was, why didn't any of the Republicans bring up Seth Rich and the entire? It was all fabricated around that. There's no way the Russians downloaded that. So, any
Well,
thoughts?
I think Seth Rich is kind of like an untouchable thing right now, honestly, in D.C.
Yeah, isn't that amazing that there are still topics that are off bounds, even to the patriots who are trying to defend this country? Like, you know, and by the way, to the caller, thank you for your mention of BioSludge. But think about it. You've got people in Congress
Got
that
my
still
shit
can't
together.
question 9/11. And why did a third building?
Thanks for coming to hang out with me, man.
perfectly
I don't want to
when
be
the
by
third
myself
building
when I
wasn't
do
hit
this.
by an airplane?
Fucking
There you
sucks.
go. Wow. it's
Hanging
just
out by
terrible.
myself. All I got is my cat to hang out with me.
Pennsylvania, even though there was no plane. There was a plane that ran into the Pentagon, even though there was no plane. Wait,
Yeah. No,
Russian
that's the
collusion.
question.
Yeah. It's amazing what the media can do to people. It's like, you don't believe your own 2 eyes, you know?
Gotta go to the bathroom.
William in Florida. William, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Alex. Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks for calling.
Before I get into my points, I want to plug a couple of products. First off, the immune wall. You don't mention it very much. It helps keep me healthy. I work in an environment where I'm exposed to the public, of course, you know, everything that comes along with that. I stay healthy with that. And the Super Wound Gel. Amazing stuff.
Well, thank you. For those that don't know, you've got things like emergency, and you've got things like airport or whatever it's called that, you know, that people take, and those things have some good things in them. When we did immune wall, I'm like, what's 3 times stronger than any other immune support formula? And they're like, well, okay, we can make this. And so anything we make is just chock full of the very best things. And yes, the Super Silver Wound Gel is a national brand, patented, FDA approved, used in hospitals, used over the counter, $40 a tube. We have to pay like $13 or something a tube. For folks who don't know, it's like gloves. Put a tiny bit on your hands, rub it, and then it's a preemptive wall of the strongest silver allowed by the FDA over the counter. over-the-counter. Let me be very clear. Do not ingest it, okay? It's very toxic. But, I mean, it's weaponized. It's the strongest silver over-the-counter. But bacteria, viruses, it's approved and proven to kill them better than a hammer. Since you mentioned it, my friend, what experience have you had with the Super Silver Wound Gel?
Well, everything from minor burns to actually I got a little sloppy in the kitchen one day, and I normally turn when I'm chopping stuff, I turn the knife away from me, and I didn't do that. I was in a hurry, going to reach for the knife, and I cut my finger right down to the bone. It was bleeding pretty good, and I put the Super Silver Wound Gel on that and wrapped it, of course, and in less than 4 hours, the pain was gone, and in a day, the deepest part of the cut was already healing up.
It is the best wound gel out there, and I've tried to haggle them down on the price, but after the patents and the FDA approval took them like 9 years, this is the thing used in hospitals. So we're very, very proud of it. So thanks for the plug, William. Samuel, thanks for calling.
Alex, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Hello. Alex, if I can just quickly, InfoWarsStore.com, I want to thank you for Pollen Block. It's amazing. I've used so many different antihistamines over the years because I get really bad hay fever. And the antihistamines sometimes work, sometimes don't, but they never quite work fully. They don't block all of the symptoms. They just kind of dry you up, or at least that's what they do for me, if they work at all. But Pollen Block, it works. It stops everything. I don't get the itchy eyes. I'm not sneezing, and I don't get the irritation. It is amazing.
This is a known patent out of France. You have to pay for the patent, where they just discovered that if you feed a certain secret diet to quail and then you get their eggs, it creates this incredible antihistamine of a certain type of quail. How fast did it take for Pollen Block to kick in for you?
It's pretty much straight away. You know, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. It just works. The antihistamines, the pharmaceutical products, I find that with those, I can't take them until I start getting symptoms, and even then, they might not kick in for half an hour, or they might not kick in at all, depending on the day. Pollen Block works every single time.
Well, that's the great part about this, and for whatever reason, it's this that France discovered like 50 years ago, and it's still going to be even in this region of France. It's very complex. They don't even know why, but they think it's the pollen in the area, the dust, what the quail are eating. Then they just produce in the eggs whatever this essence is that just turns the histamine response off. I go out and I do market research, and I say, what are the best-selling products in the world, and what have the best reviews in the world? And then what do people in America not know that or in Europe or in Russia?
What's up, motherfuckers?
Latin America is already a bestseller because a lot of stuff never gets here for some reason. And in Europe and in Russia and in Canada, there are a lot of brands of this stuff with the quail eggs. It's not here. So we just made a souped-up version of it and discounted it, and it's Pollen Block. InfoWarsStore.com or 888-253-3139.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Let's smoke a bowl, dude.
All right, we are in the last segment of the third hour. Nick Baggage will take over. Mike Adams is with me here, Owen Schroyer, in The Alex Jones Show. We got developing breaking news story right now. You may remember Jessica Yaniv, formerly Jonathan Yaniv, who has been in mainstream news for claiming discrimination because this female with male genitalia was refused a bikini wax, and it became a big story, and there was some other weird stuff around, and so Jessica volunteered to come on the Alex Jones Show, also went on the War Room with myself. You can watch those full interviews at Infowars.com. But now the latest is, and look, you know, here's the ironic thing about this. Is they say, oh, Infowars is intolerant, this, that, and the other thing. Folks, we ask everybody to come on with us. We literally ask anybody. The average liberal or Democrat won't come on. They won't do it. So it's like, yeah, we'll ask an LGBTQ activist to come on. We'll give them a fair interview. And we did. And we said, okay, thanks for coming on. No one else will do it. So it was kind of like, whoa, one of them finally came on. It was so kind of, you know, it's kind of like a new thing to do where it's like, wow, a liberal, a Democrat, a progressive actually came on with Alex Jones, actually came on the War Room with me. And then people were more upset we weren't hardcore against during this interview. It's like, look, we want to be fair. We want to have people from different mindsets come on. We're, you know, this is the InfoWar, but now it's getting even weirder. The stories at Infowars.com from Kellen McBreen. Wax my balls, transgender, threatens to pepper spray reporter Dan Dix. And it's even crazier. pulled the fire alarm, and called the police, was freaking out. And
did you just hear that?
Video of this right now. This is breaking, guys. Let's go to this short video.
Hold on.
Get out. This is a secure area. Get out.
Get out. This is a public face.
No, get out. Get out. It is. Get out. Rifle covers for you. Get out.
No, don't touch me.
Go out. No.
Hey, go out.
You go out. Out. Out you go. Get out. She just pulled the fire out.
Very strange. And I guess that's the mother. Very protective, very strange behavior. And of course, this individual promotes topless pool parties for kids with you abandoning your parents. Look, I asked him point blank, do you denounce pedophilia? Said yes, but this is getting odd. Alex Jones, I mean, what do you make of this strange video now where we gave this individual a chance and explained him herself, but the behavior is getting odder and odder?
Well, look, it's the standard deal with these people. Most of them are in the autistic spectrum. It's the brain damage from the vaccines, most of them. And then they're told by the media, the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing, this is how you're cool, you're protected, you're special, you're amazing, you're just stunning and brave is the famous thing about Caitlyn Jenner. And then these folks go out and believe this, and then they say, oh, you can't be on an elevator with me. You can't talk to me. I'm going to assault you. Then I'm going to pull the fire alarm. As he then gets back on his little Dart mini scooter. Of course, it's one thing if you're 60 years old, got a broken back, or you're 50 years old, got a broken back. But this guy gets up and down, no problem. It's a symbol of kind of the Walmart people culture we've seen. Not that people are bad to go to Walmart, but that's a certain weird percentage where you see all the strange bizarreness. The left celebrates not being disgusting. They celebrate being weird and crazy. And just like these art displays all over the world now, it's not just drag queen story time. They're having these other events where big, giant, fat women take off their clothes, and then school children are brought in and just are almost vomiting and begging for help. But and then all the women stand behind them laughing as the young boys get scared by this. It's all about perversion. It's all about bullying. It's all about domination. It's all about teaching us that they're in command because they have the big corporate media. They have the big banks. They have Google.
Yeah, I'm camping, bro.
You don't have our soul. And I'm telling you right now, Google and Facebook and Twitter, all you scumbags, the American people of the world are overpowering you by word of mouth, by information, and citizen reporters are popping up everywhere, and you're not going to stop it. And we're going to protect our children. But I'm glad you guys played this. People should see
I'm going out to a Rockland
Infowars.com, the anti-free speech, the anti-press,
to
of course, worshiping a big
set up a show.
Going in and telling women, wax my genitals, and then getting them fired and getting places shut down, and just creamily sitting there bragging about how he's destroying commerce and he's doing
I build that stage every year right there.
Bring your 12-year-old daughter, bring them to me. All in publicity stunts, knowing the more out of control they are, the
Well, I'll be
more
working too, but you know what I mean? I'm there to work, but it's going to be fun as well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a blast. It will be a blast, like you said. But I'm there to make some money, though. I'm there to work, too.
One from memory here, we shot it earlier today. Left preparing violent revolution based on the French Great Terror, the French Revolution. And they're actually admitting it. It's in the historical records. They know it. And they believe this is their third big wave. First was the French Revolution, then the takeover of Russia and China, and now this is the big enchilada to take down the
I got out of work early. I'm still in my work. I'm still in my work uniform, you know what I mean? I got out of work a little early.
Out there, doing all this, they're just the low-level golems. They're just the foot soldiers. They're just the minions. They're the decoys to totally shock us. So when government tries to pass laws that, pedophilia is legal, you're so sick of it all, you just tune out. Great job on the show. The fourth hour's coming up in the War Room. I'll be back this Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. The listeners, everybody are awesome, and I've been listening to you all day. Owen, I've been out here with my family doing a workcation a few days, and it's been amazing, and I can't wait to co-host with you, Robert Barnes, and others for Clown World 2, Meet America.
And I feel a little better.
Next Tuesday and Wednesday as well.
But yeah, dude. So I'm going to go down there and make some fun, have fun while you make that coin. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro.
We appreciate you calling in as all this breaking news is developing here. And so, of course, the Alex Jones Show back on Sundays as well, 4 to 6 p.m. Central. Yeah. And I will be hosting the War Room once I depart from here. It's the Veterans Call-In Show. So if we have any veterans that want to call in and discuss some things, I open up the phone lines for 3 hours. But Mike,
I'm bringing this.
Mike Adams, naturalnews.com. I mean,
bringing the Fender amp.
You know, it is such a strange thing because, to me, this just shows how, look, we are honestly tolerant. We're open-minded.
I might try to play a little bit of guitar, though. I don't know.
People coming on here, and we gave this individual a chance to explain their case. Obviously, you know, as more and more stuff comes out, this person seems more and more perhaps deranged. But it's like, we call out the deranged behavior. We even give them a platform to try to explain themselves. Nobody else will, and then somehow we're still intolerant when we're just trying to explain this whole thing. But to me, this individual looks like, yes, maybe this is somebody that has some sort of, maybe
exactly, yeah.
I mean, it's tough to explain when you're behaving so oddly, and you want to promote pool parties for topless teens.
No, you're right. I mean, we're watching the attempted normalization of mass mental illness where if you don't go along with it, then you are called intolerant or you're called filled with hatred. But look, I want to bring your attention to a tactic being used by this individual according to many, many media reports, which is, and it can apply to other people who use the same tactic. You take a biological man, first they claim to be a transgender, so then they say they're a woman, and then they claim to be a lesbian woman, which means they want to have sex with young girls. So now they're a double victim class. So number one, they're a transgender, which you can't criticize. And then secondly, they're a lesbian transgender, which you can't criticize.
I was trying to figure out how I could bring y'all out into the kitchen.
And embrace and celebrate all the pedophilia, like the 12-year-old topless, pool parties where no parents are allowed. This is a trick. See, you see, once society
I don't think it's quite long enough
that you can change your gender by waving
to bring y'all out there.
Then anything goes. Anybody can claim to be anything.
Carrie Hunter, dangerous, racist, pedophile?
You then have a
Carrie Hunter?
Status that is achieved.
You mean that girl that talks in the chats every once in a while?
How this trick is being played.
Yeah, but think about this too, Mike. It was like, what is real progressivism? Because they have this whole facade like this is somehow progressive. This is not progressive. What is real progressivism? Real progressivism.
You talk about that girl, Vito?
Having a culture where society functions. Like I like to make sports analogies. This is like if you're a baseball player or you like watching baseball, and so you're out watching a baseball game, and there's a guy in center field wearing football uniform and a football helmet, and he's out there tackling people, and you're like, what is going on? Why is this football player here? And that's a trans
Foxy girl equals SBN.
That's a football player on a baseball field. If you don't accept that, you're bigoted. And you're like, no, wait a second. This is a baseball game. There's rules. It's organized. It's like society. We have rules in society to keep it organized and functioning. They just want to break it all down. They don't want a functioning society.
Well, every day, we publish a lot of science and medicine articles. Every day we're publishing articles, research, showing the brains are different.
How dare you bigot!
Their biology is different.
How dare you? They teach this, by the way, they teach this in mainstream college courses, but Mike Adams is a bigot because he said it.
Yeah, right, exactly. No, if you believe in biology and science, now you're a bigot. That's what
you're a bigot. Hey, how dare you believe there? In fact, there is no such thing as reproduction. It's a social concept. That reproduction is a social concept. That doesn't mean Mike Adams, Nick Beggett takes over.
Dr. Martin, this is important. I'm 45 years old. When I was 35, I swam to 2 miles a day sometimes. And I would jog and couldn't lose weight because I didn't have the missing links. I was deficient in things that nobody ever told me I was deficient in. I knew all about the Private Federal Reserve, the Trilateral Commission, the New World Order, Jeffrey Epstein, the pedophile rings. I knew all about geopolitical systems, the old Soviet Union, and how the globals with the Chi comes in. But I didn't know about PQQ. I didn't know about CoQ10. I didn't know about all this. And I didn't know about clean iodine. And yeah, I want to fund my operation. I want you to get products that have changed my life and changed so many other people's lives, that have 98% reviews, and then experience that I'm not BSing you. So that for some of you, maybe in the first time in your life, you're going to experience somebody that treats you like they want to be treated. Let me tell you something right now. You see DNA Force? I went out to top manufacturers, the most respected, most highly tested, and I said, I want the strongest PQQ.
Hey, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I'm going to Rockland, Maine, my man. Rockland, Maine.
That's ever been put on the market. And they said, well, that's like a $22 each model. I said, I want to put $50 a model.
Holy shit, this thing just fell on my foot.
Then I signed a contract to double the amount I was going to buy. I got it down.
You want to fucking go, man? Huh? I'm ready for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you read what's in this, and you research every ingredient in this, and then you
Calm down, calm down.
Yourself. It's incredible.
InfoWars presents The David Mack Show, The Alex Jones Show, and The War Room with Owen Schroyer. Infowars.com/show. If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
What I hate is looking up and seeing chemtrails in a clear blue sky today.
I'm going to the ranch. Dr. Phil sent me to the ranch.
This is Nick Fagan standing in this war tower. You know, I want to switch subjects. You know, we've been dealing with a lot of news again this week. I mean, it's like the endless chain of events and the clown and stuff going on.
I wish, man. I hear he's got good drugs.
Mueller, all of it. But I want to get into a different subject. So I'm going to change the subject today for this last hour on Friday afternoon. I want to talk about rights and land and sort of what goes with it. A lot of people don't get this, especially younger listeners. And this, again, some of that sort of multi-generational knowledge. In past segments I've talked about, you know, what is the real values, national wealth, where's it housed, and how does it work, and what
the hell is that?
You know, and it's those things that we hold in common, whether it's the airwaves, you know, the broadcast.
He lied for
waves,
Jackson.
which used to be held in common, or the internet, you know, and that's that whole free speech question, right? But there's a lot of rights that have been confused and lost in the shuffle over the last decades, really, and because it's just not common knowledge. People don't think about this stuff. But when you think about rights and the 4 factors of economic production, which I've talked about before, I'm going to just mention them briefly again to bring this into focus. And those 4 things of real value.
Oh yeah,
entrepreneurship,
real fucking organized around here.
Labor, as to natural resources, which includes land, which is 3, and then capital, which is not money, but capital equipment, things that make other things, from a shovel that you can dig a ditch with to a factory. Those are things that are capital. And in between all those 4 factors is currency, cash, whatever you use, gold coins, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're using that everybody agrees on between there, and it does matter actually, but for this illustration, we're just saying those are the 4 factors, and the one I want to focus on today is the natural resources, what that really means.
Jesus.
And air rights, which I kind of touched on, you know, broadcast
there we
rights go. Part of that, but also
we got one
above your land. You
we got one, son of a bitches.
Big cities where you're building high-rises, you know, you might keep the surface estate and, you know, sell what's above your house. You know, you can finagle it for something to go over your house. So there's a right there. There's value there that you can capture and sell air rights. And you can see that. For those who can see it on the pond, you can see it on the screen. But that's a whole category of rights that we don't even think about that generally run with your land. They go with the surface estate that you buy when you buy a piece of land. But let's talk about that.
I will try, Super Dave.
Varies depending on what you buy and where it is.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Because when you get into the surface
let's take a rip together, bro. Super Dave.
In my part of the world, for instance, modern titles don't have in it the mineral rights, as an example, and everything pretty much that was modern, I would say, from the 1950s and later at least, west of the Mississippi, a lot of those land titles don't have energy rights or mineral rights. They just have the surface estate, which is...
I'll be gone for like I don't know, 9, 10 days.
With, reasonable depth for foundations and water lines and sewers and so on. But the minerals, to take them out and sell them, you don't have that right. Or whether it's metallic minerals like gold and silver and that kind of stuff, or whether it's non-metallic like gravel and sand. Unless your patents on that land, those original titles go back.
I tell you, Nick Baggage is a smart guy, but he's boring to listen to.
The land ran with the patents. And in subsequent deeding of those future titles and warranty deeds, someone didn't reserve that right for themselves, which often happens when you buy surface estates and these older properties like in Texas and other areas. People reserve the mineral rights for themselves. But we're going to get back into the fourth factor of economic
Yorkshire
resources when we come back.
Yeah, I'll be out.
We get into this whole topic.
Don't take your own food.
Don't even think about in the 21st century.
No, I'm not going to actually. I'm going to buy food when I get out there.
Rights in the American way. We'll be right back.
Mother,
the Democrats
tell your children not to walk my way.
Take away our freedom, and they're trying to take away our flag. But we can't let them get away with it. That's why you need to go to InfoWarsStore.com right now and get yourself a limited edition Betsy Ross flag t-shirt, which is on sale for $17.76. You can also get the same Don't
Tell your children not to walk my way. What they mean, what they say, Mother.
But you're supporting me and helping me
Mother,
these videos you love.
telling me when they walk the line.
So make sure you get yours right now at InfoWarsStore.com before they sell out. God bless America and God bless InfoWars.
And if you want to find hell with me, I'll show you what it's like to your baby.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show with Nick Baggage.
Dude, I'm going to be sleeping on this. Look at this thing.
Welcome back.
Look at this.
Afternoon. And,
that's this size. So nice. And then this side is like nice.
Production, the natural resource.
This thing is beautiful.
And why? Because it has to do with most of us thinking about where does wealth begin,
Oh.
Think about land.
Now I have to clean this mess right here.
And when that was when we think about the 13 colonies, even the very beginning of land rights, people coming over here, and that was
clean all that.
King on the land.
I'm making such a fucking mess right now.
And they had parceled it out, and people were buying some titles and getting titles, what they called original titles. Although there's Aboriginal title too, which is a discussion for another day. But it's all about land rights. An Aboriginal title was a big thing, throughout the country, because in Alaska, my region, actually, I got to see it in my lifetime. My dad settled the Aboriginal titles issue, at least part of it, here in Alaska. But surface is
so now I gotta fucking pack all this bullshit.
Complex, and it was recognized when things under the land became highly valued, like minerals and the oil and gas. Because oil and gas wasn't anything 250 years ago, but it was certainly something 100 years ago. So what started happening is you see the same globalist sort of hijack from the king giving these major deeds of land across what they called the colonies, and eventually, he said, hey, those deeds aren't any good, those titles aren't any good.
There's going to be a stove out there. I already got propane for it.
Titles and start something different. And we had homesteading, which allowed you to go and stake 160 acres and claim that boundary and improve upon it in some manner, build a house and agriculture and so on. And then you got a warranty deed, a title, eventually a patent from the government for that original land. And with it in the old days were all the rights, the water rights, the riparian rights, the water flowing through the land reserves, and you could dam it and use the energy and hijack the water for your agriculture. Do whatever you needed to, because those rights ran with the land. It was part of your deal. So you did. You see that on the eastern United States predominantly with riparian rights are intact, whereas in the West they're not. So again, land surface estates are pretty complicated, and we get back into the fundamentals of surface estate. And then underneath it, you have the mineral rights, which most people, again, don't think too much about. But if you have those mineral rights, these are
they're telling me that there's not going to be enough room for a fire. That's what I was told this year. I was told there's not going to be enough room for a fire. I'm pretty pissed off about that. We have a fire every year. One, I bought a fucking machete. It's amazing, right? Not to mention, I got tons of equipment just ready to go for chopping wood. Right? On top of this, we have another friend, Lisa, who's going to bring an entire truck full of wood. Full of wood. I mean, when this girl brings wood, she brings the wood.
People in Texas know about this because there's private ownership of oil in Pennsylvania too.
Was it a drug? Was it a drug adventure?
So these underlying rights all of a sudden have value when you discover oil and gas or other valuable minerals, and you own all those rights. But for the most part,
well, it's a campground, so there's going to be other people there, but not nearly no thousand.
A lot of
I love camping, dude. There ain't nothing wrong with it.
When you think about it, and here's some things.
I mean, I'm going to be working, right? But it's like 30, I think 38 bucks a night at the campsite, or it's like $120 or $140 a night at a hotel. I mean, do the math. You know what I'm saying?
Grazing rights, the right to graze those public lands in a responsible way, and essentially you're farming public lands, but it was practical, it made sense.
1,000 people camping. There must have been some seriously cool cars there.
Manage that. And the same is true with agricultural rights. Often people split that title and they allow people to lease their agricultural land, and they may keep their house or something of this nature. And people understand these kind of rights that run with the land. But water rights are pretty special. You know, in a lot of jurisdictions.
You guys remember Donald Doyle? Boy, do I miss.
You know, or when they
remember when Donald Doyle would set up his camping shit for the stream? That was pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool.
Water, where it comes through your land in the West.
He would pretend that he was going to build a fire and shit.
If you're going to take something out or put something in, a lot of people don't know that. So you can't. You can span it above the high water mark. You can span it, not require the Corps of Engineer permit. But you know, you think about it, you don't really own it. What's going on in that waterway when it runs through your land, or if it's wet, the same is true. And Environmental Protection Agency, this is interesting. You know, the Clean Water Act gives them jurisdiction of any that drains into the ocean or into navigatable waters, which have some value to everyone, but they dump eventually in the federal waters. They eventually all do, because that's how it goes. So it gives jurisdiction to EPA over any discharge into a stream. So there's that. But again, it's water rights. You know, what's going on with the water, you don't really control. It's regulated by a number of agencies. Those are a couple of them. And then navigatable and non-navigatable waterways.
Right.
In the case of navigatable waterways, you know, those can't be restricted jurisdictions in the West and in my part of the world, in Alaska particularly, where you're allowed to transit. That the water column, of water, not the land under it or around it.
Dude, so I have a whole bag of laundry lint in the car.
Public access.
A whole bag.
People gained access to land.
Like laundry lint goes up like that.
That right of access and water.
You take a little laundry lint and some sticks and some twigs, set that bitch on fire, bro. It's poof.
Navigatable water.
Whole bag. I'm talking a bag, bro.
So these are things.
A bag of laundry lint, dude.
Really
and they're telling me no fire.
You know, in terms of land titles and why they're fundamentally important is this is the base of wealth if you think about it. So the further you go west, which is a later in history you get, the globalists figured out, and you want to reserve some rights to
government. But the ants are vicious out where you are?
It's easier to government than it is a whole bunch of individual people. So if you really want to think about it in a broader, bigger picture, it's about retaining rights to government for some public purpose, theoretically. But in the end, so much of those public purposes get hijacked to private profit, which is fine too, in terms of how it should work when it's in a balanced way, but it's not balanced. Well, let me give you a couple examples. Homesteading up until the 1960s, which is not
what was
long.
Some kind of Yeti?
As a little kid, it was still going on. In the 1960s in Alaska, you could still homestead 160 acres if you were 18 years old.
Dude, I'll tell you a story. Dude, I was drunk as a fucking skunk because I didn't know what else to do. I was bored as shit. And all of a sudden I heard like a whoo-hoo, whoo-hoo. Right? I'm like, oh, that'd be awesome if I could get a little image of that on my phone. Right? Because I was like big into social media. I wanted to get an owl, put it on my social media. And so anyways, I'm out there and I'm like in the middle of the woods in fucking flip-flops, mind you. And I'm hunched over on a tree, like fucking trying to like balance myself. All of a sudden my phone goes off. My buddy Sorrow texts me, hey, what are you doing? Oh, this is going to be a good one. I said, I'm in flip-flops, pissed drunk, chasing an owl in the woods. What are you doing? I'm leaving later on this afternoon, Super Dave.
Think about it. And
yeah, not a Yeti, but I think it was a Nessie. Oh, fuck that. Nessie?
Things that you and I could do on unappropriated public land.
Oh, shit.
And it was the way the federal government did out of the business of owning everything.
Yeah, I'm leaving this afternoon.
You'll note that there's not much.
Diva-doo-dah! I haven't seen you in forever. Come here, girl. Oh, give me a hug. Ah.
In the East. In the West, most of it's public lands. And that's a question of why is it public lands and what are the rights that are being reserved and what happens in the future and who owns those rights, because those are our rights and it's our wallet. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with these brief messages.
Before I started working in InfoWars, I was
Are you suggesting
a fan of Alex Jones and InfoWars.com, but also the products at InfoWarsStore.com. And there's one product that's offered.
Who's stocking who now?
That is the elite of the supplements, and that's DNA Force Plus. Now, I remember when Alex first started talking about this with some of his special guests, telomeres and telomere support with your DNA. So I started to look into the science and what telomeres were, and how you can improve your health and longevity when you protect your
You
telomeres.
do.
So I started
Good.
looking into DNA
Are you
Force
excited
Plus.
about it or
It's
no?
expensive. Why? Because it is an elite supplement. And then I started seeing other competitors coming up with competitive supplements for telomere support, and they came and they went. But DNA Force Plus is still there. It is the elite supplement. I get excited when DNA Force Plus is on sale because I know it's expensive. So you should take advantage of 50% off DNA Force Plus at InfoWarsStore.com.
Hey, man.
We're going to kill everybody if we don't get this quarter.
You like to drink and have a good time, you need that dope.
Victory or death. And you know what that means, don't you? Victory or death.
Are you jealous, Dave? Well, technically I start vacation right now, but you know, it's like a workcation, but we still getting her done.
Death is ours. We will death. The living have strength, not the dead. Death. And then pledging yourself to death if you need to, giving yourself up for others. It's the evil, the devil worshippers that fear death, not us. That's why they try to act like they own death and they have death and they're in charge. No, you're not in charge of death. It's us, the living, that have children. And to have a child is to know they're going to die someday. To give life is to give death. And to fight evil is to give life and to give death.
It's fucking hot in here, guys.
We bring death. We are men. We are women. We are the humans. We are the planet. We are God's creation. We are the future, not you. So you fear death.
Let's take a break. Dab break.
There's nothing more pro-life than men saying we're ready to die for life, committed to death for life, committed to go all the way. Death! We don't fear death. We have the keys. From now on down, we have the real power, the real ownership.
Death!
We have the real providence.
Death!
Authority. We have the contract. We have the name. We have the will. We have the genetics. We have the history. We rule the planet.
10 tonight, you'd just be...
Satan is about to be evicted because we hold the keys through Christ to hell and death.
Staying healthy on the go is just as important as staying healthy at home. Sometimes supplements don't work fast enough. That's why we created a powerful addition to the Super Blue line. Super Blue Silver Immune Gargle.
I'd be excited. I mean, I don't know. I like to work. Depends on the job, but I really do like to work.
Perfect for the bathroom, kitchen,
Love working, actually.
incredible new multi-purpose formula is dentist recommended for daily use whenever you feel like you need to stay clean. 100% vegetarian and gluten-free, Immune Gargle is a powerhouse formula to help support and defend your immune system for less. With powerful yet simple ingredients, Immune Gargle features Silver Sol Nano Silver for a powerful
that part too.
alternative alongside several powerful and natural ingredients. With Super Blue Silver Immune Gargle, staying clean on the go is easy and affordable.
Some of my best friends I met at work.
Avoid the dangers of everyday life and stay healthy with Super Blue Silver Immune Gargle. Only available at InfoWarsStore.com.
Right. Like if you're not playing games or constantly like...
You're listening
exactly.
to the Alex Jones Show. The Alex Jones Show, because there is a war on for your mind, with Nick Begich.
So, land rights, what's the real agenda, you know, and what does all this really mean now is where we kind of left off in the last segment. I was talking about the sort of taking of those rights, and I want to elaborate on that theme a bit. But I want to finish up with the water rights, because here's the things attached to water rights. That's your water column. If your titles are old enough, you might own your water column. Your land under it, if your titles are old enough, of course you own that.
Don't you forget it. They're explosively funny. And
is that too loud, guys? No?
They're simply magnificent. You're damn right.
I don't want to. Hey, if I'm clipping, let me know so I can adjust the microphone level. I don't want to hurt your ears. You know what I mean? Because I'm using this shitty ass mic. I'm sure you can tell. I could switch it to this. No, it's Born of Osiris. We're pretty fucking close. Pretty fucking close, Super Dave. Damn good guess. Was the sound alright though? I'm using the better mic now. I'm using this thing. Tickle, tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle. It's nice and bright out here. That's my kitchen. I can't bring you out there though. It sucks. It's like as far as my shit goes. You can almost see out there. You can almost see out there. That's my bedroom. That's my bedroom, my kitchen. What am I doing? I know. I would love to take my PlayStation. Alright, Diva. See you later. How'd you do that challenge? How do you do that challenge? there too. Oh! I lost it on the spin! He's passed out. Kid, he's passed out. Yes, I am Beast. Oh, sweet. Cheers, my friend. My house is fucking trashed right now, man. There's nothing I can do about it. I have everything everywhere. Literally. Look. Fucking shit everywhere. I got shit everywhere. Fucking house is a mess. No, man, should I?
gaze in the mirror to liquefy this thesis. Ideology me thinking I need this, feeling the size of me, I'm out the creases. Trust and believe that my real breaches, government basis, thoughts and the diseases. Call myself in the gauge, shattered glass, picking myself up now, should never be a time. Extract the pitch black, the man that it falls back, expose the white wall of strength, I'm a cold ass, white hot to handle, pure love demands you blank fine like candles. You got everything heals, but even time shuts down and it cancels. A night for a night, leave you blind like a candle. Search my divorce mind to her, wherever it is, paying me out now like a man to. Cause I know it's ain't dark, but sometimes you gotta fight with your whole heart. No matter how hard it gets, the best you just run to the dark. I know it's ain't dark, but sometimes you gotta fight with your whole heart. No matter how hard it gets, the best you just run to the dark. As a blast in a breeze, it just cut touch the heart space to practically flee. Anytime you find the weak free,
yeah, I do. Yeah, for sure.
But sometimes you gotta fight with your whole heart. No matter how hard it gets, to the best you just fight to the start.
Sweat my ass off. I only play metal, bro. I only play metal. Maybe we can summon a few demons around the campfire, yeah? my foot pedal. Really? Theresa May won't go, huh? Theresa May, go home. Theresa May, go home. Theresa May, go home. Hey man, she's a dinosaur, bro. What can I say? She don't want to leave. Cheers. When you say people, I'm going to Rockland, bro. I'm going to the coast of Maine, basically. I gotta do a job, you know? It's not too loud, right? Look. Yeah, it is, Army. Oh, yeah, it is, bro. And this weekend's gonna be like 65 to 80. Like the hottest day is gonna be like 85. Like the rest of the week's gonna be in the 70s. So it's gonna be fucking gorgeous. Now but hey. Who? Yeah, I know Boris Johnson is the Prime Minister. I saw that shit. He's like, I just want to thank Theresa May for letting me be Prime Minister. Now, bitch, get out my seat. Free Tommy Robinson! 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 Tommy Robinson is convicted of journalism, and his journalism exposed a pedophile ring, a Muslim pedophile ring. That's why he's gone to jail. And when you say beating people up, are you talking about Muslims? You mean the Muslims at the mosque, like beating women up and shit? Because, like, they deserve to get smacked up a little bit at least, right? You know? I don't advocate violence, but, you know, answer violence with violence. You know, I don't know exactly what the answer is, but I do know that those guys need to be put a stop to it. Something's got to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because the Islamic community and Western civilization they're not compatible. I don't know who Change UK is. I'm gonna be honest right there, Eric. You know what I'm saying? I can change that real fast.
Real review for the Gillette Skin Guard razor from a real guy. They help out my sensitive skin with a comfortable and effortless glide. It's smooth, clean, and it just looks nice. The razor blade feels premium and causes no irritation. Don't need to have a million blades on one razor head. They just reinvented the science behind it, and it works tremendously.
Tap to try Gillette Skin Guard. Stop irritation or your money back. Must have proof of purchase. Limit 1 per household.
An auto policy from State Farm gets you collision coverage. And this radio ad from State Farm gets you coverage of this beloved 90s hit.
I hit a car. I hit a car. I hit a car. Ooh, baby. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. My agent's gonna help me.
For more coverage, visit statefarm.com.
Now comes Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. All right. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie. In the movie, critics are calling Quentin Tarantino's masterpiece.
It's gonna blow your mind, man.
Once Upon a Time.
That's what Google says about it.
Napa know-how.
So that's the nice sprinkly version of it, right?
$25 prepaid Visa card when you get any Napa Automotive battery. It's the best deal for some of the best batteries from some of the best car people around. But we might be a little partial. Anywho, pick up any Napa Automotive battery and save $25. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
Said they got 5 members in Parliament.
Stores and Napa
Anna
Auto Care Centers while
Sorbet.
supplies last. Offer ends 8/31/19.
I'd like to look up Anna Sorbet next. Take a little peek at her. See what's going on around there. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it, because I'm an ignorant American. America. They beat up lone Brexiters. Of course they do. They ain't trying to have a real fight. Oh no. They always pick the weakest. They always pick some woman or some fucking old guy or some shit. They're not trying to fight a dude that can fucking defend himself. That's for goddamn sure. I guarantee a motherfucker like Army, a motherfucker like me, we could take 5 of them dudes on. You gotta stab me to stop my adrenaline. I don't even know what might happen. I might get crazier if you stab me, dude.
you, listen! I'll fucking catch you right where you stand!
Them skinny Somalian kids ain't doing shit. I'll fucking choke slam one of them little skinny ass motherfuckers. That's what you're being overran by, right? Somalians? Bonjour! That's what my mixing board looks like. Didn't like that song. Get rid of it. Dude, I'm all for Brexit, man. Whatever, you know. I'm for freedom. Bottom line, freedom. Forget about it. EU crap. Well, it certainly has its problems. I'm going to the coast of Maine to do a job. Alright, you see this? See that sexy bastard right there? Me and this sexy bastard. That's my stepdad right there. So, me and him. We're going down to the coast. To build this. because remember I told you I used to be a roadie? So I'm gonna build that stage right there. That's the sound tent. Oh, that's a sexy little girl. That's a bar that I like to go to when I'm out there. No, it's not WrestleMania. I have no idea what we're going to be building this year. We'll find out. See you later, Eric. Yeah, that's what I do. I set up concerts. Well, I mean, that's one of my jobs anyway. I set up concerts. I work at a hospital. And I do PCA work for elderly. I'm going to Rockland to set up a job. She's still alive. She's still alive. She's still alive, man. Nothing's really changed with her physicality, though, but... yeah, I mean... it is what it is, you know? I'm gonna try, Mr. Greenlaw. Oh wow! You heard that, guys? Put your community up, man. Put your community up. All we need is 2 members to hit 500, guys. Hype in the chat. Hype in the chat. 2 members, 500. Hype in the chat. Put your community up. I think it's called Guitar Dash Players. I think it's called Guitar Dash Players, if I'm not mistaken.
Now comes Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. All right. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie. In the movie, critics are calling Quentin Tarantino's masterpiece. It's gonna blow your mind, man. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, rated R.
The sounds of pure joy. Only at Santa's Village. One of the nation's top theme parks.
There it is.
#1 in New England, according to TripAdvisor's Traveler's Choice Awards.
Come on, guys, join up.
Find
Then
your
we have
inner
500.
Alice
It's all
Santa's
good.
Village. For a day filled with pure joy. Family style. Let's go! Tickets and details online at santasvillage.com.
Gotta be some other guitar
I have
players
an
out
idea
there.
for a business. Now what? I've made my first product. Now what? I just served my 10,000th customer. Now what? I've opened another office and got bigger than I ever thought I would. Now what?
MailChimp's new all-in-one marketing platform. That's what. Get everything you need to connect with your audience, market smarter, and help your business grow. Learn more at MailChimp.com.
Seems like every wireless carrier claims they can save you money, but their admin fees, line access fees, and extra taxes can really add up. With Spectrum Mobile, what you see is what you get. No added fees or taxes. Get our Buy the Gig plan for just $14 a gig. $14 per gig. And it includes free talk and text nationwide, plus Canada and Mexico. Go to SpectrumMobile.com or find a store near you. Click to learn more. Visit SpectrumMobile.com for offer restrictions and details.
No problem, man. No problem. Forget about it. No problem at all, bro. Thanks for your kind words. I'm gonna try to have a good trip and a good time. Should be awesome.
just don't know. Far from home, so far from home, and they put most to a home. That thought of living with a love of God, something into the rise of war.
Hey, I'm a morning guy, bro. I'm a morning bro. Hopefully, I'm gonna be in the woods with nothing but my guitar, man. Hopefully I come back an even better guitar player, you know? You too, man. Peace out, bro. Peace. I pretty much got everything together. I just got to get all my details and shit. So I guess I'm gonna pop on out of here. Thanks for hanging out with me, so I didn't have to do this shit alone. We'll talk to you guys real soon, man. I'll be around. Peace out. Getting no response out of my controller. Well, fucking PlayStation.